welcome to another video. I'm Hannah if you're new here, and I'm an aspiring author currently working on my first ever book. So I've been working on this project for about 2.5 years now, coming up on 3, and it is almost finals week here at UCLA. So I'm trying to get as deep into draft 3, if not finish it before finals starts. And I thought the best way to do this would be to go to my favorite writing spot, my favorite coffee spot, and get as much writing done as I possibly can. So today is Wednesday. I just got out of my philosophy discussion, so I'm gonna go grab some lunch and then we're gonna hit the library. I didn't get sushi. They didn't have the roll that I wanted, so hello, panda. Guys, so I just grabbed dinner and I thought I would just do a little catch up with what I've gotten done for the book so far. So for draft 3, I've been doing a whole entire read through of the story and I've been reading it for plot. So for consistency, nailing down the timeline, making sure everything just makes cohesive sense with the story, as well as looking at pacing. And what I've been doing for this is I've done the entire read through, so I've finally finished the book, reading it all the way through. And what I would do is I would read for 2-ish hours, I would make notes of changes I wanted to make, and then at the end of the read through of that night, I would make the corrections and then I would move forward. The point of this was, 1, so I wasn't making corrections every 2 minutes and not getting a good, proper read of the story. And 2, because I was really scared that I would do a read through, have hundreds of comments I needed to fix, and hit a schlump of not wanting to go through all of them. So I stayed true to this tactic for a little over halfway through reading the book, and then I was going so slow that I just wanted to finish reading it. So I finished reading it, I left notes, and what you've been seeing me do is going through all the comments I haven't resolved and all the notes I haven't resolved, and me ticking one by one trying to get through them all because there are so many. But I'm finally at the last 2 comments, which means I'm almost done with this stage. So yay, I'm so happy about that, and I'm so excited to move on to the next step, which will be going to the points of the story that I think pacing is a little slow, and finding a way to, 1, improve the pacing, and 2, cut words as I do it. So I will see you guys maybe at a Barnes & Noble next, maybe a cafe, not sure, but I'll see you then. Hey guys, so it's later in the week and we will not be going to Barnes & Noble right now, but we will be going to the one and only Pete's coffee shop to get matcha. So I will see you guys there because we're going to be doing a word count sesh. We're going to try to slash left and right as many words as we can out of this novel that are obvious throwaways. Yet again, we have the writing buddy. manuscript started at 106K. That is way too much, so we're cutting the words down, and I finally, after so much editing over the past few weeks, hit under 100K. So I am so excited. This session feels like a total success because even though I want to cut another 5K words, I finally see a number that is in the 90,000s, and that feels huge. So the writing session that I was doing right now was specifically for the romance plot of the book. So as part of me checking the plot of the whole entire story, I also want to look at the subplots, one of which being the romance subplot. So what I did during the session was basically key search the romance interest's name and then create a new document, and I put all of the chapters that mention his name in chronological order in that doc. So I'm essentially going to read through that doc as its own little mini story, and I'm going to read it, and that's where I'm going to basically really tighten it, looking at it critically, and just that alone. From doing the entire reading over, I already had a few ideas of how I wanted to strengthen this romance plot. So what you saw me do after was go into this journal and write down a bunch of questions that I want to keep in mind while reading the romantic subplot, some of which being, does the progression of their relationship make sense? Is there payoff in the relationship? Do I as a reader feel rewarded for seeing the beginning of the relationship to where they're at the end of the book? So these are just some things I'm going to keep in mind while I do my read through of the romance plot. And with that, this cozy little writing vlog has come to an end. I had a lot of fun getting to work on this. Finals is now officially next week, so I will have a bit of a writing break until then. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you next time. Bye!